Welcome back to the Inside Edge. Hope you're enjoying the program.
Well, there's a great opportunity for women's cricket in the region this Sunday. We see the Division 1 Grand Final between East Belmont Deb and also Ocean Grove, and that's being played at the Geelong Cricket Ground. And I've got to take my hat off to all the cricket officials in the region. Absolutely magnificent that we can play the Showcase Women's game on the Showcase ground in the region, and I'm sure both teams are very excited at the opportunity.
And I'm sure that people will be very excited to hear Mark's interviews with Beck Ferry, Laurie Lee, and from Ocean Grove, Jackie Johnston.
Well, ladies, welcome to the Geelong Cricket Show, and obviously a very exciting weekend coming up this weekend with the Division 1 Grand Final. So thank you for joining us, and firstly to you, Beck, opening the batting, and you do that very well this year. You've had a pretty consistent season, so you must be happy with your own form going into the game.
Yeah, look, I think it's been a great season for the club in general, but feeling good with the bat, feeling there's been a number of starts that I think I could have gone on with, but again, we're sort of very critical of ourselves, I think, particularly when finals are coming around. But yeah, feeling quite good with the bat and the opening partnership that we have there with JJ, our other opener.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And have you had, what do you put the understanding down to? Obviously, do you know each other before you started playing for East Belmont, or is it something that's just developed since you've started playing?
Yeah, no, I think obviously playing last season, we played in two different teams last season, but just I think the culture at the club that we have and the training sessions that we do, we've been able to build that relationship, and I think that sort of transpires all throughout our lineup as well. So we've just built on that, and lots of positive communication and how we're chatting to each other in the middle, little fisties that we do. Yep.
And Laurie, of course, we look back to earlier in the season, round 5, when you played this weekend's opponent, Ocean Grove, and they just had slightly the better of you on that day, didn't they?
They definitely did. I think we sort of look at that game as a bit of a turning point in our season. I think after that game we learnt a lot about ourselves, and we certainly put a lot of work in. And one of the things we pride ourselves on for our team is how good we are in the field, and I think that sort of let us down on that day. And I think if we can turn that around, I think that'll go a good way to making a really good final.
Yeah. And Beck, Laurie was mentioning there about the turning point. The season as a whole, how have you seen your form? Has it been consistent all year for East Belmont Deb, or what's your read on the season?
Oh, absolutely. I think we've had a ripper season. And I think, leading up to finals, we've just gone strength to strength. And I think we've been tested in ways with our games against, Manifold, for example. But we've just grown so much as a club. Looking back on reflection from last season to where we are now, I think, we've just improved in, specialised roles that we have in our team and throughout our team, and just really sort of fixated on where our strengths are within our club. I think overall our season has been marvellous. And I think that's the one thing we've got up our sleeve playing against Ocean Grove this weekend is we played them early on in the season, and understandably both clubs are going to improve over that time, but I'm feeling really confident in that space. Yeah.
Now, Laurie, I don't want you to give too much away because your opponents for the weekend are not far away from us, so don't give too much away. But what do you see that you have to change from when you first played Ocean Grove to what you have to do this coming weekend?
I think particularly our batters have improved out of sight. They've really warmed to the season. As a club at East Belmont, we only had a few of us who are come from a genuine cricketing background. Most of our girls were former softballers, and it's really over the last season and into this season, they've really got that game of cricket, not just the big slog shots, but they've certainly worked their way into really good form with great proper cricket shots. And I think that's been a big improvement for us this year, and I think that will help us stand us in really good stead.
Okay, and you're playing at the Geelong Cricket Ground, I understand, which is must be a massive buzz for everyone concerned to be playing there, Beck.
Absolutely, it's. I think we've had many comments thrown around in the chat. The carpet, the surface that we're going to be playing on, the wicket, the atmosphere. I mean, the games that have already been playing there have setting us up for a really great match on the weekend, so we're really looking forward to it.
Well, I can tell you that everyone in the cricket world is looking forward to it too, down in the big deck down at the Geelong Cricket Ground there. Beck and Laurie, congratulations on making the grand final. Good luck to East Belmont Deb, and may the best team win.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Go East.
Well, now it's time to catch up with the Ocean Grove side of things. And Jackie, thanks for coming in to join us on the Inside Edge. Must be very exciting going into a grand final on the weekend.
We've just loved our cricket this season, and we just love the opportunity to be able to extend our season by another week. And to be in a grand final, well, that's just tops off the season.
Yeah. And when this whole women's cricket competition kicked off, only 2 years ago really now, what does it mean to Ocean Grove to actually have like a team in the grand final after 2 years?
Well, we actually made our grand final in the playoff last year as well. We played off against Illawarra. So obviously we've had a degree of success within that, and we've had a degree of playing finals. So that's nice and gives us experience. But for the club and for our team in particular, we're just rapt to be able to make it there again.
Yeah. And that really displays the strength of the club. Where have you drawn your players from over the last couple of seasons? Have they been, involved with the club already, or have they come in from playing other sports? We've heard, that over the journey, ladies who have played softball and a couple of other ball sports over summer have sort of transitioned to cricket. Have you found the same at Ocean Grove?
Well, one thing with the Ocean Grove Club in general is that we've actually picked up women playing from the Milo Blast and the junior cricket, and we've actually had people who've been seeking out their cricket for their kids and seeing that there's a women's team and said, let's go and get involved. So that's been a really interesting part of it, and it's a great sign of how good a club Ocean Grove is. Yeah. We've only got about 4 people who've played cricket prior to this season, and if anything, rather than softballers, we're all tennis players.
Okay, but interestingly, it's still that hand-eye coordination sort of thing involved.
Yes.
Yeah. So looking forward to this coming Sunday, as we know that round 5 was the last time these two teams met against East Belmont Deb, and you just got away with the win. It was a pretty close game, and you just were able to hold them off. What did you take out of that as a club to prepare you for this coming Sunday?
Well, East Belmont has shown themselves over the course of the season that they really are the form team. They finished 2 games ahead of everyone else in the season, and they've got an all-star lineup. We sort of felt very privileged to play against them and run them to a very close game, and we've had absolutely ripper games both last year and this year. We've just got to do what we can do and do it to the best of our ability. Finals is a really funny thing, and nobody knows how finals are going to turn out. And cricket's one of those funny games where just one decision one way or the other can have such an impact. So we just feel comfortable that we've got to be able to play our game to our best of our ability, and if it's the best thing on the day, so be it.
And I think you certainly proved that anything is possible, and you can overturn results, considering your semi-final win, which was against the side who had beaten you early in the year. So it just shows that it can be done, and East Belmont Deb have to be taken very, very carefully on the day.
One of the things is, because we've got so many new people to our club and so many new people to cricket, we've got to try and make sure that everyone gets the opportunity to play. We do not have a seconds team, so we need to sort of rotate through and develop our team through that. And so it's been very important for us this year that we have given everyone an opportunity to bat and to bowl. Now, in an ideal world, everyone's going to come up and make 50 each week and take 5 wickets and do all those amazing things, but sometimes it's not going to work out. So we've been learning over the course of the season about what combinations work, who can take the step up at the times that we need to, but unfortunately you're going to have some days where it just doesn't work for us, and we've had a few weeks where it hasn't necessarily worked for us. But it's also been important in those weeks that we've been rotating players out. So we haven't played too many games with our full strength squad.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. And we talked to the East Belmont girls about the excitement of playing on the Geelong Cricket Ground. It really is a big moment, isn't it, really, to be able to step out onto the number 1 cricket ground in the region to play your grand final?
We're so fortunate with the facilities and the grounds that we've been able to play with within this competition. I've played against Geelong Cricket Club in the women's comp going back from the Melbourne comp, and we've been playing on little grounds with sheds and very little facilities. I've been playing D-grade cricket in the Bellarine Peninsula, and again, interesting grounds with little facilities, and to come on and to be able to play turf wicket on such wonderful cricket pitches that we have over the course of the season has been absolutely amazing. Our men's team are jealous of the facilities that we've got to play on, because in the Bellarine Peninsula we're a hard wicket comp.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we are looking forward to a magnificent game on Sunday. Good luck, and may the best team win, and good luck to the Grubbers.
Thanks very much for having me, and go Grubbers!
Well, thank you, ladies. We are certainly looking forward to a very exciting contest on Sunday and expecting a big crowd at the Geelong Cricket Ground, Wes. I think there'll be a lot of people there to watch.
I think so, Mark. There'll be more to come on the other side of these sponsor announcements.